over which technologies will dominate the market becomes increasingly relevant. According to artificial intelligence predictions, the next big breakthrough may come from an unexpected source: sodium-ion batteries. For those curious about the direction of electric mobility, this information is already fascinating. After all, why does AI point to sodium-ion as the most promising candidate, even with lithium-ion's current dominance? The answer starts with a basic but crucial question: accessibility. Sodium is an abundantly available element in nature, while lithium is concentrated in specific geographic areas and faces mining challenges. Sodium is found in significant quantities in the oceans and other more accessible environments. This means that, in the long term, sodium-ion could ensure a more stable supply chain, less dependent on geopolitical conditions, which is already a considerable advantage. Another noteworthy point is cost. Extracting and processing sodium is much cheaper than lithium, which in itself can remove a critical barrier to the popularization of electric vehicles. When you look at the numbers, the disparity is clear. Under certain market conditions, sodium can cost up to 50 times less than lithium. Imagine the impact this would have on the final price of electric vehicles and the overall cost of energy storage systems. This could allow more consumers access to the technology, accelerating the global shift toward more sustainable forms of transportation. In addition, AI projections aren't limited to just cost and accessibility. Artificial intelligence also considers the technological development potential of sodium-ion. Although it hasn't yet reached the performance level of lithium-ion batteries, continuous advancements indicate that sodium-ion could achieve competitive energy density and lifespan. In other words, what today seems like a considerable performance gap may become a non-issue in a few years. The environmental impact cannot be overlooked either. The extraction and refining process for lithium has been criticized for its sustainability challenges. Sodium, on the other hand, offers a less environmentally damaging alternative, especially since it doesn't require such invasive mining methods. This makes it a choice more aligned with the sustainability values that are becoming essential for consumers and companies worldwide. This combination of factors, cost, abundance, technological potential, and lower environmental impact, explains why AI forecasts indicate that sodium-ion batteries have a strong chance of dominating the market in the next decade. The promise is clear: a more accessible, sustainable, and adaptable energy solution for an increasingly electric world. For those who follow technological trends, it's always interesting to note how artificial intelligence can identify patterns and opportunities that might otherwise go unnoticed. In the case of sodium-ion, these projections suggest we're witnessing a paradigm shift, a natural evolution that could redefine the battery market and open new paths for electric mobility and sustainable energy. For many companies, the possibility of integrating sodium-ion batteries into their products carries significant implications. Tesla, for example, has been actively exploring this technology. Why wouldn't they? The ability to reduce costs while maintaining or even improving battery performance is an irresistible proposition. Imagine the impact of a battery that offers 50 times the cost-effectiveness of a lithium-ion one. This wouldn't just attract new consumers. It would also solidify the position of a brand already synonymous with innovation. Beyond cost, there's the appeal of sustainability. These batteries offer sodium that can be extracted directly from seawater, a renewable, virtually infinite resource. This stands in stark contrast to the more complex and environmentally aggressive processes required for lithium. For a company like Tesla, which positions itself as a leader in the transition to sustainable energy sources, adopting sodium-ion batteries is a natural evolution. After all, what more efficient way to uphold a commitment to a greener future than by choosing a technology that reinforces this promise from its very foundation? Another intriguing aspect is how sodium-ion technology can democratize electric mobility. Today, electric vehicles remain a relatively expensive proposition for many consumers. With a significant reduction in battery costs, one of the biggest barriers to mass adoption could be removed. This would open up an entirely new market, allowing more people around the world, not just those in wealthier countries or higher income brackets, to benefit from electric vehicles. At the same time, industrial sectors and stationary energy storage could also be revolutionized. Systems like Powerwall or Megapack, which rely on batteries to store renewable energy, could be produced and sold at a much more affordable price. Imagine a situation where remote communities, which currently depend on diesel generators, can access cleaner and cheaper energy storage solutions. This is not just a market opportunity. It's a chance to change lives and reduce carbon emissions on a global scale. With all these advantages, it's no surprise that major industry players are paying close attention to the possibilities offered by sodium-ion technology. Tesla, as a pioneer in electric mobility and renewable energy, has more reasons than most to consider this transition. The advantages are clear: lower costs, reduced environmental impact, greater accessibility, and a promising pathway for the future of batteries. One of the most significant innovations to emerge recently in the field of sodium-ion batteries is the development of an entirely new material, sodium vanadium phosphate. This creation truly begins to close the gap between sodium and lithium in terms of performance. After all, it's not enough to be cheaper and more abundant. The technology must offer competitive energy density. With this new material, the energy density of sodium-ion batteries has increased by 15%, a substantial improvement that begins to put them on par with lithium-ion batteries. Sodium vanadium phosphate is intriguing because it was designed to solve two major challenges that sodium-ion batteries have faced until now: stability during charge and discharge cycles, and the ability to store energy without substantial losses. This means that, in addition to being more affordable, these batteries can last longer, reducing the need for frequent replacements. Imagine the impact this could have on both consumers and companies operating fleets of electric vehicles. Another fascinating aspect is how this material was developed. The research involved international teams and collaborations from renowned universities, demonstrating the global effort to advance this technology. The involvement of the Juniper Research Laboratory at the University of Houston is a clear example of how academic institutions are directly contributing to the next generation of batteries. This not only legitimizes the technology, but also attracts more resources and talent to further enhance it. When we talk about a 15% increase in energy density, it may not sound like a huge leap, but it's enough to change the game. This improvement allows sodium-ion batteries to become more attractive to automakers who need high-capacity solutions for their electric vehicles. The interesting thing is that the technology doesn't need to completely surpass lithium-ion in every aspect. It just needs to become competitive enough to gain market share in areas where cost and sustainability are critical factors. The higher energy density also has direct implications for the range of electric vehicles. With these batteries, it would be possible to offer models with greater range, or at least equivalent range at a much lower cost. This not only reduces the total cost of ownership for the end consumer, but also creates space for more people to consider replacing their traditional vehicles with electric ones. With each incremental improvement like this, the balance begins to tip in favor of sodium. Advances in sodium vanadium phosphate material are more than just a scientific milestone. They're a harbinger of a new era for the battery industry. And when a technology reaches a point where its performance approaches the current standard but offers clear advantages in price and sustainability, it becomes clear that the industry as a whole will have to adapt. Sodium vanadium phosphate, therefore, is not just a new chemical formula. It's an ongoing revolution. Researchers have highlighted accessibility and resource abundance as major advantages of sodium over lithium. After all, sodium is everywhere, in the soil, in the oceans, even in remote locations. This element, which can be extracted from common salt or seawater, represents an extremely viable solution to meet the growing demand for more economical and sustainable batteries. And it's not just sodium's abundance that makes it so attractive, but also the way it can be harnessed without causing the same environmental impacts as lithium. In addition to being easier to find, sodium also benefits from a less complex processing method. While lithium extraction typically requires intensive processes that can be environmentally harmful, sodium enables simpler methods with a smaller ecological footprint. This difference is particularly important at a time when sustainability is no longer a luxury, but a necessity for companies and consumers concerned about the planet's future. Another highlight is that sodium isn't limited to a few specific regions of the world. While lithium depends on concentrated mining areas, sodium is practically omnipresent. This global distribution reduces dependence on complex supply chains and eases the pressure on regions currently facing resource depletion and conflicts related to mining. As a result, the transition to sodium is not only feasible, but can also promote a more balanced and resilient economy. Researchers have also emphasized sodium's role in building a more inclusive energy infrastructure. Because it's affordable and inexpensive, sodium allows regions and communities previously excluded from the battery market to quickly advance in adopting clean technologies. With sodium batteries, locations facing economic or logistical challenges to import lithium could finally join the global energy revolution. This not only accelerates the adoption of renewable energy, but also democratizes access to these technologies. The abundance of sodium also offers a significant long-term advantage: price stability. In a market where battery demand is growing rapidly, the availability of a more accessible and widely distributed resource can help prevent price spikes that affect both consumers and manufacturers. This factor is crucial for maintaining the pace of innovation and allowing new battery applications to become a reality without the obstacles of cost and scarcity. Ultimately, this accessibility expands the possibilities for large-scale projects, from solar and wind energy storage systems to low-cost electric vehicles. Sodium is paving the way for a more sustainable and inclusive future. That's why so many experts believe it's not just an alternative to lithium, but a resource that can completely transform how the world stores and uses energy. One of the most exciting features of sodium-ion batteries lies in their unique properties. Among recent advancements, their improved stability over the battery's life cycle stands out, a challenge that has historically limited this technology. Unlike lithium-ion, which can degrade more quickly under certain conditions, sodium-ion benefits from materials that maintain stable performance even after numerous charge and discharge cycles. This not only prolongs the battery's lifespan, but also provides greater reliability for long-term applications. Another intriguing point is the increase in energy density brought by new sodium-based compounds. Although sodium-ion has not yet reached the levels of lithium-ion, advancements, such as sodium vanadium phosphate, are narrowing that gap. These materials enable batteries to store more energy per unit of weight, approaching the desired performance for use in electric vehicles and energy storage systems. What's most interesting is that this is achieved without compromising safety or sustainability. Safety, in fact, is a major advantage. Sodium-ion batteries carry a lower risk of overheating and are less prone to fires compared to lithium-ion. This is crucial not only for manufacturers and regulators, but also for consumers looking for safer solutions for their devices and vehicles. Additionally, the higher thermal stability of sodium allows these batteries to operate reliably in various climates, increasing their versatility and making them an attractive choice for different regions around the world. Another important property is their ability to operate efficiently with a smaller environmental footprint. Sodium-ion batteries use materials that can be obtained more sustainably, such as sodium extracted from seawater. This not only reduces dependence on lithium mines, but also minimizes the environmental damage associated with extracting rare resources. The result is a technology that not only competes in terms of performance, but also aligns with a growing global demand for more responsible and environmentally friendly practices. The efficiency of these batteries is also noteworthy. With recent innovations, sodium-ion batteries can maintain a stable capacity over a greater number of cycles. This means they not only last longer, but also offer consistent performance that is essential for large-scale applications, such as renewable energy storage. In other words, these batteries are not just a cheaper alternative. They're becoming a practical and reliable solution to the energy challenges of the future. As each of these properties is improved, it becomes clear that sodium-ion is not just a temporary choice. It's a technology that has evolved rapidly and, thanks to its unique characteristics, can take a prominent place on the global energy stage. As research progresses and costs continue to fall, sodium-ion batteries are proving to be not just an alternative to lithium, but a real competitor. With features that make their adoption a logical and sustainable decision, the introduction of sodium superionic conductors marks another important milestone in this technology's evolution. These materials, often referred to as sodium-ion superconductors, have the ability to enable ions to move more efficiently within the battery. This is crucial because the speed and smoothness with which ions flow during charge and discharge cycles directly influence the battery's performance and longevity. With these superionic conductors, sodium batteries become faster and more reliable, eliminating some of the barriers that previously limited their large-scale adoption. One of the most fascinating innovations of these conductors is their exceptional stability. The new generation of materials developed by researchers allows the battery to operate in a single phase, meaning no significant structural changes occur during the charge and discharge process. This reduces degradation risks and ensures more consistent performance for the end user, whether in electric vehicles or energy storage systems. Additionally, sodium superionic conductors offer a significant electrical advantage. They maintain a more stable operating voltage, which not only increases battery efficiency, but also enhances safety. In practical terms, stable voltage minimizes the risk of electrical instabilities that could lead to failures or shorten the equipment's lifespan. This benefit is particularly relevant for large-scale applications such as renewable energy storage, where reliability is crucial. The integration of vanadium into the material of these conductors is another noteworthy innovation. Vanadium, known for its ability to exist in multiple oxidation states, increases the battery's energy density. In other words, it allows the battery to store more energy without requiring a significant increase in weight or size. This innovation brings sodium batteries closer to lithium-ion batteries in terms of performance while maintaining the cost and sustainability advantages that make sodium so attractive. Another important characteristic is the efficiency of the charge and discharge cycles. With these superionic inductors, sodium can move in and out of the electrodes with less resistance. This not only improves performance under varying temperatures, but also contributes to the battery's longevity. Greater efficiency in the cycles results in less degradation over time, meaning the battery can be used for a longer period before needing replacement. This durability is a decisive factor in making sodium batteries a viable and economical option. The development of these conductors also opens the door to other possibilities. The synthesis method used to create the material can be applied to other similar chemistries, broadening the horizon for new generations of batteries. This means that advances in sodium batteries could lead to improvements in a variety of energy storage technologies. In the long term, this could usher in a new era of more sustainable, accessible, and adaptable energy solutions. In summary, sodium superionic conductors represent a significant step in solidifying sodium's position as a viable replacement for lithium. They offer a unique combination of stability, efficiency, and sustainability that not only competes with but, in some cases, surpasses current standards. This innovation reinforces the idea that sodium is not just an economical alternative, but a vital component for shaping the future of energy. When looking at the future of energy and electric mobility, it becomes evident that sodium could play a central role in the coming decades. Sodium-ion batteries are not only more affordable, but are also approaching the performance levels of lithium-based batteries. With their abundance and reduced costs, they offer a viable solution to global energy challenges, breaking down barriers that previously limited the widespread adoption of sustainable technologies. This is not just about innovation. It's about fundamentally transforming how we store and utilize energy. Recent advancements, such as sodium vanadium phosphate and superionic inductors, demonstrate how quickly sodium-ion technology has evolved. These innovations are boosting energy density, improving charge and discharge efficiency, and ensuring greater stability throughout their life cycle. The impact is substantial. More affordable electric vehicles with competitive range, more reliable storage systems, and ultimately, a cleaner and more accessible energy future.